Hey, what's up, guys? Steven Hughes on hand up for Continuous Sports. It is 1 o'clock here on the West Coast, 4 o'clock in the East Coast. This is the first continuous sports show, and my intention for this show is to just talk about pretty much anything. If it goes about sports, it goes to fashion and new jerseys and stuff. Um, talking about new coaches, everything sports, and if whoever's listening out there have any opinions or any options for me to talk to you about, or bring up, just go to the chat box and submit your option, and you'll probably get your request because probably not a lot of people are gonna be on here. So, but if they do, please send in your wonderful options, and I'll definitely get to that because I'm using two computers. I'll see a chat box and all that stuff. So I want to start. I pretty much do all sports: baseball, basketball, football, even soccer. I do a lot of soccer. A bit of a surprise. I know not a lot of people are into that, especially here where I'm at in America. But I'm doing a lot of soccer, a little bit of hockey as well. But let's first start with the fashion news about it. What I like to do is just talk about different jerseys, new logos and stuff. I want to just do new logos for a bunch of teams, and I want to start with some football. Um, the Minnesota Vikings. You people probably don't know this, but the Minnesota Vikings had a little bit of a change in their new unis. Um, let's see. They changed up their. They have new uniforms now. They changed it up a bit, and they made it more modern. It's not really isn't. It's not. It doesn't look as old. They have the same helmet. It looks like. Um, the jerseys just look more modern and up to date. It doesn't look as like the throwback old school style for the Vikings. I kind of like it. It's gonna be a new look for the Vikings, but I think it's gonna be a better look. It might look the same to some people, but just looking at it, I think it looks more clean for those people that think clean is pretty cool. The biggest difference, the biggest change in unis heading into the 2013-2014 year for the NFL is the Jacksonville Jaguars. They pretty much changed everything. He changed the head of the Jaguar, which is their logo. They completely changed their jerseys. It's supposed to look more stealthier. There's a lot more blue in it, the more of the teal color into it. They have three unis: a main teal one, a main black one, a main white one. I think that the teal one, the black one will be the home ones. The teal one will probably be the alternate. Then the white one will definitely be on the road. Um, this is a decent change. I hated their earlier jerseys in the past. I hated their logo. It's kind of disgusting. But it, like I said about the Vikings jerseys, these are more modern. They're up to date, they're not looking so old like the old Jaguars jersey is and all that stuff. But they look pretty good. Nike's just changing the game pretty much for the Vikings jerseys. They just want to make it their way and make it a little bit better. For the Jaguars, they had to completely change everything, and I think they did a pretty good job. Then the last one is the Miami Dolphins one. They did change their logo, surprisingly. I don't know why. I don't get it. I hate their new logo. It's not even a dolphin. It looks like a squiggly line, squiggly blue line. But at the same time, I do like their new uniforms. Um, there's literally no orange in their uniforms now. Yeah, there's no orange in it. Um, it used to be a little bit of orange, like on the borderlines of the numbers and the names and stuff, but they just take out all the orange and all that stuff. And the helmets are. I don't like the logo. That's the problem with it. but the helmets are okay. I like the blue line is going to go through the middle of the helmet. Their blue unis look nice. Their white unis look very, very bland, especially if you're going to look at the logo on the side, on the shoulder side. The Dolphins logo is really not noticeable. All you'll pretty much see is the blue squiggly line, like I mentioned, because the sun, in quotes, that they put on there for the logo is white, and it doesn't really look like a sun when you look at the white unis. So obviously, in my opinion, it's a disappointment for the Dolphins to change their jerseys. I liked it the way they were. I don't know why they had to change it, but also they don't have the. I don't think they have the orange jerseys anymore, or do they? I'm trying to find some, and I'm pretty sure they don't have orange jerseys this year. It looks like some people did like create their own little make-believe orange jersey, but they don't have orange jerseys this year. Let's see if I go over here. Yeah, they don't have orange jerseys this year. This is all from last year. So a definite change in the NFL with those three teams. A little bit more up to date with the technology that Nike has to make those jerseys and all that stuff. Let's go to another team. Let's go to soccer now. Let's go to football in England. If you guys are into Barclays Premier League, you probably know about the Tottenham Hotspur. Ended in 5th this year in the Premier League. Unfortunately, not making the Champions League. But for the second year in a row, they're changing their uniforms, not by the company, but by just their kit is really different. Just looking at it, they'll have 2 jerseys at home and away, obviously. One is the original white, and then the away one is very different. It's more of a blue color, but it's not the navy blue they've had in the past. It's more of like a Carolina Panthers blue, and I'm not a big fan of it. And they also changed their sponsor on their jersey. Is not Arosma or anything like that. It's now HP or Hewlett Packard, who also HP took out their name of HP Pavilion in San Jose, California. It's now the SAP Center in San Jose. So SAP bought the naming rights for a 5-year, $8.7 million deal. So it's now SAP Center, not HP Pavilion. So if you didn't know that, now you know. But Tottenham's jerseys, they looked fine already. I love their alternate kit where they had the half gray, half white. Last year, I really liked that. But a little bit weird, but I don't care. Let's go away from the fashion and stuff. Let's look at hiring that has surprised a lot of people. The Boston Celtics have reported that Brian Scalabrine, everybody's favorite player because he's a white ginger, has been hired as the Golden State Warriors assistant coach, according to Mark Jackson. This is a tweet that Mark Jackson sent out. Congrats to Scalabrine. As Scalabrine, my newest assistant coach. Welcome, my man. #Warriors. Ken Bazemore, a point guard on the bench for the Warriors, had to tweet this. Coach at Scalabrine deserves his own tweet. Special welcome to the guy that paved the way for guys like myself at Scalabrine. So, obviously, some big news around the league with the arrival of the new ginger assistant coach for the Warriors, Brian Scalabrine, who will replace the assistant coach that will be heading to Sacramento to become the head coach over there. And speaking of Warriors, a former Warrior in Monte Ellis is nearing a decision into where he's going. He opted out of a contract. He opted out his final year of a deal with Milwaukee to become a free agent. And Monte Ellis has broken down his choices to 4. It'll be the Atlanta Hawks, Sacramento Kings, Dallas Mavericks, or Charlotte Bobcats. I see Monte Ellis going to Atlanta. closer to home than Milwaukee and Golden State. He's from the state of Mississippi. Sacramento, I really don't think they're going to sign him, mainly because of what's going to be going on if he signs with the Kings, playing the Warriors, his former team, which he had so much success with in the past. And I want to see the Dallas Mavericks really doing a lot. The Mavericks have really had a poor offseason already. First, not getting Dwight Howard. They were out of the race a couple hours before he already made his decision. And then also losing out to Al Jefferson, who signed with the Charlotte Bobcats. For the Bobcats, Al Jefferson's signing might be the only reason why Monte Ellis would go to Charlotte. But I really don't think Monte Ellis would go to Charlotte. But speaking of Atlanta, Atlanta is looking to replace Jeff Teague with Ellis. A little bit of a swap right there. And a sign and trade deal with Milwaukee is a strong possibility. So that's very good. Larry Drew, the former coach of Atlanta, is hoping for a reunion in Milwaukee with Teague if a sign and trade does happen. So that'd be a good thing. The chemistry will be better if if a deal like this would happen. Look at this. According to the Ellis Sports Bureau, the highest career points per game average by a player never selected to an All-Star game. And this is a weird stat. Monte Ellis has the most points per game in NBA history by a player who's never been selected to an All-Star team. And that's obviously a surprise. The players had to play a minimum of 300 games. And here's the list. It goes Monte Ellis with 19.4 points per game. Another active player right behind him in second place is Rudy Gay, 18 points per game. He has never been selected. Another active player is Kevin Martin, 17.8 points per game. Kevin Martin signed a deal to go with Minnesota. Purvis Short, 17.33, is tied for fourth with Jason Richardson, who some surprised that he never been selected to an All-Star game. He never did, and unfortunately for him, his time ran up a couple of years ago. So, obviously, big news with Monte Ellis possibly finding a new home in wherever he goes. Hopefully, for me, it's the Atlanta Hawks. If he goes to Sacramento, I'll be really disappointed. Let's look at the list. The Cavaliers have offered a 2-year deal to Andrew Bynum. I'm very surprised that Andrew Bynum is even a free agent, interesting free agent, mainly because I don't know what he's doing. He's never healthy. He's had surgery on both knees in March, which was 4 months ago. It's kind of a disappointment. Andrew Bynum, like the year before he left LA in the Dwight Howard sweepstakes, which Dwight Howard went over to Los Angeles, Andrew Bynum was doing pretty good. Honestly, the Lakers didn't really need to get Dwight Howard. It's unnecessary. And it created more attention towards Howard and having Howard go above and beyond his standards. And like Shaq said, it might sound rude, but it really is the truth. Dwight Howard I don't think he could perform in the spotlight. The spotlight Staples Center where you have all the celebrities and all that stuff. I don't think he could. I didn't think he handled it at all. And it's a problem that it's a problem to him, but I feel like his destination in Houston will be great, in my opinion. Guys, if you're listening, please, in the chat box on the bottom right of your screen, if you want to, you can send in your choice of topic I can talk about, and you can ask me questions and all that stuff. I know pretty much every single sport. If you're looking to ask me about rugby in Australia, unfortunately, I'm not a big Australian rugby person, but I know the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks in Major League Baseball will be playing in Australia to begin the 2014 year. That was a report by Major League Baseball, I think about 2 months ago. So some news over there for the Australians might. When we come back, I'll give you some more news, some other fashion updates, and much more here on Continuous Sports on Spreaker.com in affiliation with the National Sports Radio Station. I'll take you into a 45-second break.
You want my styles like Hierro, dancing on my words on the edge of sombrero. The gringo, sick flows, yes, the cockatoy. Kill Agnes with a glance from the pupil of annoyed. My mic stored in underwear drawers of my dresser. Rhymes from True God, yours is child of a lesser. A lowercase G hanging under the bar. My G's above and beyond and shining bright from afar like North Star. Guided me to Gibson the Manger, Dr. Stranger. Like Blase Blah bringing danger. Infermos of Harmonico sick. Stand tall, surfing ink from Bic. Push the click, now I'm running. Leading down the L-pen shaft and spin a phonograph to exercise a paragraph. Epitaph from killing off the flesh for 808. A low frequency to give you something to hate. We tie words up tight with lasso. With art from the soul, Pablo Picasso. And paintbrush in my discussion when we touching pound sublime with rap flow. We tie words up tight with lasso.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Continuous Sports. My name is Stephen Hughes, on hand for Continuous Sports. I'm going to do a Steven's Law baseball show later this week. I'm not able to do one right now as I have to do a short show right now. But some controversial news towards 49ers QB Colin Kaepernick. People were wondering why he was wearing a Dolphins hat when he was celebrating the 4th of July. He posted a photo on Instagram. He posted a photo on Instagram with a Niner hat on Monday, though. But I think he made a bad choice, obviously. On June 5th, he responded to a backlash from social media by posting a photo on Instagram of him holding the Dolphins hat with a smirk, asking, "This the hat you all mad at?" So, obviously, a bit of a mistake by his part. He's Niners are expecting a lot of him this year, and it's ugly. It's already ugly for him. As a Bay Area native and a supporter of the 49ers, I really wish that Alex Smith didn't have to get traded, because I'm going to get Alex Smith Chiefs jersey. Colin Kaepernick, he's not the right path for the 49ers. And sure, John Harbaugh can do his own thing, but I didn't like it at all. It's a shame. It's a real shame. Some news, like I said, with the fashion design, we got a customized jersey for for some family. This is the Browns doing so. The Cleveland Browns have had a customized jersey made for the family of a fan who asked for 6 players to serve as a pallbearer at his funeral. So obviously the Browns going to wear something for a game, it looks like. And yep, looking good right here.